This grid is more reliable than it has ever been before.
Confident words from the PUC and ERCOT at a Tuesday press conference, despite the events of this past Friday when 6 generators tripped offline.
We were surprised by several generating units that failed right close to peak.
ERCOT head Brad Jones and PUC chair Peter Lake calling it a coincidence and unusual circumstances, while not revealing the actual cause.
What if that had happened in July or August when we had temperatures, in the triple digits?
We're prepared for that too, and that's why we do establish these margins of safety every day.
The failure led ERCOT to urge customers to conserve energy through this past Sunday, but ERCOT insists it was ready for Friday's heat-related demand by making sure plants that were out for maintenance went back online ahead of time.
This past week is an example of ERCOT doing what ERCOT needs to do to prepare for these types of events.
We were tested last weekend, and our reforms worked.
Energy expert Doug Lewin sees it differently.
I don't think there's any way to reasonably say that Friday demonstrates strength. We have some vulnerabilities on our grid, and those were exposed on Friday.
The lights are going to stay on this summer.
As for the bigger picture, both ERCOT and the PUC touting some new reports they say show the grid has the resources to meet summer demand, including brand new power generation. ERCOT says it will have an additional 7,000 megawatts of solar, 2,000 to 3,000 megawatts of wind, and 1,000 megawatts of natural gas.
We're ready. Our reforms are working. Our transition from a crisis-based business model to a reliability-based business model is showing results.
Still, the ERCOT report did identify 3 variables that could spell trouble this summer: power generator outages, low wind, and high heat. If all 3 are at an extreme level,
we do see some concerns in that category, but it is a very unlikely scenario.
I think people should be concerned.
Lewin says he's troubled there was no mention of energy efficiency and worries reforms like adding more reserves may not be enough to prevent outages this summer.
Those reserves are old power plants, and the more you pull them out of maintenance, the more wear and tear they get. The less likely they are to be there in July and August. We all lived through last February. We all know that it's only 15 months later, and there's no way you fix all those problems.